to start this off, I actually have a question I think a lot of people do want to know from both of you.
Yeah.
We can talk about all sorts of stuff in Rust and role play and people asking for you to stream 10 more minutes so they can get their drop, all the good stuff. But what are the origins of the Blood God?
Oh man. Origins of the Blood God. I can jump on that. It's really interesting. So in the very first iteration of Abe's Rust server, I was playing the game with Seer and I was playing the game with Andy Milanakis. And I don't know if you guys remember, but Andy got into a little thing with XQC.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Oh my
dude.
God.
Twitch is fucking golden, boy. Yeah. Yeah, it was a mess, but we were trying to sell pumpkins at a restaurant. That was like our RP that we started with. And we just kept getting robbed. We just kept getting robbed and killed by everybody on the server. They would just come in and destroy us. So we were like kind of listless, and sometimes Seer gets very listless, and I was like, oh, you know what we should do is make a church. And it kind of evolved from there. And the amount of foot traffic the church would get kind of elevated every day. And that was a lot of people's introduction to me as a streamer, was this church where we were like sacrificing people with a chainsaw and lighting people on fire. We made like a sacrifice pit and stuff like that. And it kept growing in popularity until one day Abe revealed himself to us as the Blood God. Like, he put the sheet on and he was flying around, and his RP was so funny as the Blood God, because we would like ask him for things, and it was kind of like the monkey's paw, where I'd be like, I want a helicopter, but he would like drop it on my head, or like I would ask for gunpowder and he would like set us on fire. And it was awesome, and we just kind of rolled with it from there. And this is like I guess the 5th incarnation of it later, and it was awesome.
I was gonna say, Abe, has that made like having a actual like kind of lore behind being an admin, or like being like the admin, or like the god of the server, like having literal lore behind that, does it make it easier to then do stuff in the server?
You know what's funny? I have like 2 other admins on the server that wears the same outfit as me, and they come and help out like when I can't. Especially because there are times when like I'm not like super used to being an admin on like Rust, right? So like I think the only 2 times that I've actually played admin was in that first server when the Blood God was first introduced, and then this last server. So like there's a lot of admin commands that I just don't know like how to do. So I have like the other admins like dress up the same way, and they'll like appear and like like they'll like like spawn stuff, or like make fire, or like that kind of stuff.
Do you think going forward in the future, you'd have like more admins that all just like that run with that like role play of like, hey, they're just like the Blood God, and they just go around granting requests or denying them?
Dude, okay, so when these servers happen, I actually plan like a lot of stuff, like a lot of random stuff. So one of the things that was supposed to happen during the Blood Moon event was all of the admins were supposed to come out of vanish mode, and we were all going to wear the Blood God outfit and just fly, just like stay floating in the sky. Or sorry, not during the Blood Moon event, during the final event. So there was supposed to be like 6 admins just like overlooking the entire battlefield at the throne, just kind of like the mentor style. But yeah, it's hard to make everything happen on the fly, especially when there's like lag and like a lot of shit like that.
I'm guessing you guys were like literally having to like attend to actual server issues as opposed to role playing as the Blood Gods during that.
Yeah, there was a lot of issues, so
I think we limit tested how many backpacks can be in one area on Rust before the server crashes, because there was probably like 2,000 backpacks by the throne by the end of it.
Because of the lag, we actually disabled bodies. So imagine all of those backpacks were full-on bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, that you and I'm guessing those cause issues because they have like ragdoll physics and you can harvest them.
Then imagine all those corpses just piled up in front of the throne.
I mean, so, honestly, that would have looked sick.